Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and Allah is Al-Ghafur and is Al-Wadud, that He is forgiving and He is most loving. And there are many attributes of Allah which Allah wants us to follow. And there are many attributes of Allah Allah wants us to be opposite. Like Allah is the great, we need to be the humblest. We need to be the humble. If you are like Allah is the greatest, and if you like to be also proudful, or you want to be compete with this, and then you want that you will be something big, and you want to people to consider you as a big, then you have a problem. That's what the Iblis did. He wanted to be superior to others, and he become rejected by Allah. He become disbeliever. But there are attributes of Allah, or God Almighty Allah, which we can follow. Like He is merciful, so we need to be merciful. He is forgiving, we need to be forgiving. He is easy to forgive, so we should be easy to forgive. And Allah is the most loving, and we have to be most loving also. We have to be loving also. He's most loving, and then we have to follow this to be loving also, and not hating. The hatred is going to destroy our heart. And people who can be entitled to go to paradise are those people who have a very good heart, which heart is free from errors of hatred, or anger, or jealousy, or whatever other things which is destroying our heart, the disbelief, the shirk. So these all things can destroy our heart. The shirk, the disbelief, the jealousy, hatred, anger. We don't need to keep all this. Try to make one thing in your life. Since you started to get senses until today, try to sweep your heart. Try to reset your heart. Say, I don't hate anyone in my life. I remove all my hatred for everyone. Whatever people did to me, I forget everything. I forgive them, and I have no hatred for me. And then look at this after this, how nice your heart become. Your heart become very peaceful. And that's what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said. One of his greatest sunnah is to sweep the heart every morning and every evening. Don't keep hatred for everyone. And what is the cause? What is the result of the hatred to keep in your heart? Your heart will burn. Your heart will destroy. This life will destroy, and also Allah will destroy your next life, and you will not go to paradise, because the heart which is full of anger, which is full of hatred, which is full of jealousy, which is full of bad elements, cannot go to paradise. Because only the heart can go to paradise, which is very pure, which is very loving. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, and it's a very beautiful hadith. He said, you cannot go to paradise until you believe. What he said? You cannot enter to paradise until you believe, and you cannot become a believer until you love each other. It's a beautiful hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. He said, you cannot enter to paradise until you believe, and you cannot become a believer until you love each other. So those who believes in one God, those who believes in Allah is the only God, then they are all brothers and sisters in humanity, and they need to love each other, regardless of their differences, regardless of their misunderstandings, or whatever the shortcomings. Forget about it. The believer should love to other believer and not to hate. And if you cannot do it, then forget about going in paradise in your next life, because Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, you cannot enter to paradise until you believe, and you cannot become a believer until you love each other. So you hate this, and you hate him, and you hate her, and you hate this and this and this, and then you are hoping that I am praying 5 times a day, and I am doing fasting, and I give charity, and I am hoping to go to paradise. No, you cannot go to paradise. Why? Because Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, you cannot enter to paradise until you believe, and you cannot become believer until you love each other. So where is a place for the hatred? No hatred place. Only love each other. And that is a formulation for going to paradise. Hatred for our personal matter, it is not acceptable. But when you hate someone because of Allah, and because he committed the shirk, he worshipped idols, and you hate that person. Or a person who kill innocent people, you hate him. Or the other evil people Now you are not hating them for own yourself because you are hating them for Allah. And it is more better to hate the sickness and not the person. For example, a person is stealing. You can pray to Allah to guide him not to steal. Because when you remove the stealing factor from him, he become a good person. If a person is hurting people with these bad words, so hate those bad words, but not hate this person. Because this person, when he stop, when you explain him and Allah guide him, and he will not speak the bad word, the person is still okay. He's still intact. He's still human being. He's still a believer, mate. So you can try to focus on the sickness and not on the person. When the person has sickness, you call him a sick. But when you remove the sickness, he become healthy. So the person is doing a sin. As long as he do the sin, he's a sinner. But when he remove the sin, he don't do this sin anymore. You cannot call him a sinner anymore because he is not committing that sin. Allah forgive him. You should forgive him. So very important thing is to love each other, forgive each other, and forget. Easy to forget. Always be easy to forget. Don't remember. If someone asks you sorry, forget it. Never recall it anymore. Go ahead. Make reset in your heart. No more. So very important thing that Allah said, Al-Ghafur and Al-Wadud. And He is Allah forgiving. And He is loving. So we need to be forgiving people. And we need to be love people. And remove the hatred. Because hatred or anger or jealousy or whatever the what you call in Tagalog, masamang loob, it will going to burn your heart only. It will not benefit you. The more hatred you keep in your heart, it's going to burn your heart. So you are not giving benefit, you are not giving harm to that person you hate. You are giving harm to your own heart. Your own heart is getting damaged. Your own heart is getting destroyed by your hatred keeping in your heart. When you remove your hatred, you can sleep good. You can have a very good life. And then you can go on with a peaceful life. And next life you can be hoping to go to paradise because your heart is without any hatred of any person.